Hey guys, Andrea. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, I'm Andrea. I talk about the NDIS, which is the National Disability Insurance Scheme, an Australian-based care scheme for people with disabilities living in Queensland and life with a disability and navigating the NDIS from a client's perspective. Guys, support workers, personal aides, AINs who do home care. We need to talk. Guys, really serious topic, and guys, I'm gonna wait till I actually make this go live, but this is something that I have noticed is sadly lacking from training as well. So guys, what separates good support workers from great support workers, and I've said this time and time again, self-awareness and noticing the little things. Even the guys over at Open Futures Learnings have actually done a training course on little things. Respecting a person's privacy, respecting that it's their home as well. So guys, I can't go into too much detail, but I had a support worker last night, absolutely lovely, very kind, willing to do anything you ask. I'm talking anything, but very unaware. So she came down to give me my evening tablet, was interested that I'm having some tablet changes and I'm transitioning, seeing how it was, but she was trying to be relatable. Half an hour later of her essentially trauma dumping on me, I was feeling really uncomfortable. Okay, I had put my earbuds in, I had walked away, I was listening to AJ's Lorpus and Chill watch along with the Wi-Fi's, and it wasn't until I was actually in tears because I was so triggered in the same sense of the word that she'd realised she'd made me uncomfortable. She did apologise, we did make up, it is a learning opportunity for her, but guys, it's something that you need to learn of what triggers a person as well. So unless they're telling you, you need to respect their boundaries of their diagnosis. Yes, support workers need to know, because if I have a seizure, they need to know I'm epileptic. They need to know FND if I'm getting dizzy as well. They need to know the symptoms of the brain injury. So if I'm getting heightened, paranoid, they can talk me down. Things like that. But guys, it is so important to be self-aware and to realise we are not your therapist. I'm not even going to say friend here. It should have been something she has discussed with a therapist, counsellor. There's plenty of places out there as well. So guys, it's really important, whether you're a support worker, AIN, personal assistant in NDIS, to know what triggers a person. And that can be incredibly hard to figure out because, guys, I have worked out that a lot of my anxiety comes from having to figure out what I can and can't tell support workers, which is fair enough. Because I've got to figure out which support workers are going to respect privacy, which support workers aren't going to respect privacy, which support workers are going to actually weaponize that. Yes, I did say weaponize as well. And which support workers are really kind, but clueless. Kind and clueless, bit of training, bit of mentoring, can become brilliant support workers. I have seen it happen. But again, privacy is really important. Discretion is the better part of valor. So what can you do? If you're working in a cell house particularly, read the notes, read their diagnoses, read up about them. But if the client doesn't want to talk about it, respect that boundary as well. Respect the boundary. If you've got a relationship with friends or family, if it's appropriate, talk to them as well. And I know some people on the internet say that the families can be annoying, you need to get them out of the way. While it is true, families from a support worker's perspective can be quite annoying, they are your best weapon when it comes to false accusations, when it comes to being able to work with that person as well. Sometimes, and I have seen it, the family can hold the person back, yes. But in my case, they are incredibly supportive. They've pushed support workers for recognition when they're doing exceedingly good work. As well, they've also, rightly so, at times told me to pull my head in and stop being so entitled as well. So, guys, what can you do is be incredibly self-aware. So, meditation is a really great one. Journaling, working with a counselor or life coach as well. And when you're doing notes, making sure you're not putting your emotions in there. But if you're doing a journal for the Certificate 3 of reflections and how you can do better, put in triggering how they responded, even doing some body language courses. There's plenty that are free on the internet as well. So guys, yes, we do say talk to us about our diagnoses, but know when we are uncomfortable. So guys, there is places that you can learn about the conditions. So it's Arthritis Queensland for me about with the Sjogren's. It's Epilepsy Queensland. And Epilepsy Queensland, I'm sorry that I'm sending you so many people your way. It's Diary of a Support Worker, who are talking about the realities of support as well. So find those creators who are like advocates as well. Yes, I'm an advocate. I'm also a content creator as well. So guys, it can be incredibly triggering for support workers to be unaware. And guys, this can be things that you think are simple, like wearing shoes that echo in a 2-story building. Can I remind you guys, yes, you have to wear shoes. Slippers, enclosed slippers are also footwear as well. It might be wearing certain perfumes. It might be certain clothing. And also, guys, I have a whole series over on the blog. So if you're looking for my series, it's over on the blog, Annie in Wonderland, about what is appropriate. Whether male, female, or non-binary, we do not want to see your bits hanging out. You're here to do a job. And that job, let's acknowledge, is not easy. It is difficult. You're working with people. Yes, you need to get to know those people, but because it is person-centered care and the presumption of competence, you need to know those people's limits. Okay, how can you learn those limits without triggering them? Talking to their support coordinator, plan manager, family, friends. If you know their formal diagnoses, go and find those formal organisations that do training as well. So Epilepsy Queensland, Epilepsy Action Australia do seizure training courses. Talk to your local pharmacist about the medication they're on to see if there's any side effects you should know about as well. So talk to family, friends as well. But on the flip side of this, there's something that you need to be very, very aware of that is tripping up a lot of support workers at the moment. Privacy Act. There is actually a formal Privacy Act 2008 that says within healthcare settings, disability and day programs that a client's privacy needs to be kept and held in safe regard. So if you're the support worker who's gossiping about a client and there's support workers who don't actually work with that client, that's not information sharing, that's not problem solving, that is gossip as well. So guys, absolutely amazing to see we're back up to 500. Help the channel grow by liking, sharing, subscribing. If you're already commenting, let's start the conversation. Keep it polite in the comments. Have you experienced unaware support workers who are treating you as the proxy therapist? I am seeing more and more and more and more this is happening. They are trying to be relatable, but that's the thing, you need to respect that client's goals and wishes as well, because you don't want to be the one that is triggering them as well. See you guys.